Hi everyone, Sarah here. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be using the Christ unwinding technique and doing a short talk today on the fear of rejection. So first of all, we're going to be using the Christ unwinding technique, and then we'll be doing a short talk afterwards. Now, for those who haven't used the Christ unwinding technique before, it is a technique I developed with Yeshua back in 2018. It helps you clear the stuck emotional energy from your body, and it helps you to replace limiting beliefs and limiting thought patterns. Although it's called the Christ unwinding technique, it has nothing to do with Christianity. The Christ light is actually pure love energy from source. So it doesn't matter what religion you are, it doesn't matter whether you are an atheist, it works for everybody. So with this technique, you are going to be asked to read some sentences going across the inside of your forehead with your eyes shut. Now, it doesn't matter about your spelling, it is your intention that counts. It really doesn't matter if you can't spell the words correctly, as long as you know what they're supposed to say. And secondly, it is better if you can actually see the words rather than just imagine they're there. And if you can't see them at the beginning, that is because your mind is saying that you are either unsafe to see them or that you're not worthy enough to see them. You have a belief that you're not worthy. So just keep telling yourself over and over again, it is safe for me to see my sentences, I am worthy of seeing my sentences, and eventually you will be able to. If you can't see them at the beginning, you're just going to have to imagine they are there. Okay, so just put your feet flat on the floor if you can, shut your eyes, find somewhere comfortable to sit, try and have your hands palm up on your lap so they're open to receive. Then all you have to do is just say, with your eyes shut, just say, I call upon the Christ light to help me. And then what you're going to do is read the following two sentences as though they were written across the inside of your forehead. So the first sentence is, I trust and respect myself. I trust and respect myself. And underneath, having healthy relationships is easy for me. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Now what you're going to do is see your sentences, they're going to go up into the air, up into your brain and into your mind. So they're going to create new neural pathways in your brain. They're going to be creating new belief systems in your mind. So see your sentences up in the top of your head, weaving around left and right, up and down, around and around. Reading your sentences as they're going. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Seeing them weaving around and around. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Then what's going to happen is you're going to see your sentences, they're going to start to spiral anti-clockwise down through your head. So see them spiraling around and around down through your head, and what's happening is the Christ light will be going with your sentences, clearing the stuck emotional energy as they're spiraling them down, as you're spiraling them down. So see them spiraling down through your head, down through your throat, and see the sentences spiraling down the middle of your chest. Reading your sentences if you can. I trust and respect myself. Seeing your sentences go down the middle of your belly. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Seeing your sentences go down the center of your pelvis. I trust and respect myself. Then see your sentences spiraling down the gap in between your legs all the way to the floor. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. When your sentences reach the floor, you can either see them spiraling off into the distance or going deep into the ground, whichever suits. And we're just going to start off by reading your sentences again across the inside of your forehead. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. And this time you're going to see your sentences come out and they're going to start to spiral up your left hand. So see them spiraling up your left hand, up your left arm, over your left elbow, and up your left upper arm. When they reach your left shoulder, you spiral them right across the top of your back to your right shoulder. Reading your sentences, I trust and respect myself. When they reach your right shoulder, spiral them back across to your left. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Then when you've reached your left shoulder, spiral them down the left side of your body. So start with your back, upper back and chest, spiraling them round and round, downwards. I trust and respect myself. Down through the left side of your belly. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Down the left side of your pelvis. Down your left thigh. I trust and respect myself. Over your left knee, down your left calf. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. And over your left foot, and again down into the ground or off into the distance. I'm just going to repeat that process. So with your eyes shut, reading your sentences, I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. This time, see them spiraling up your right hand. So up your right hand and up your right arm. Over your right elbow and up your right upper arm. When they reach your right shoulder, spiral them across to your left one. I trust and respect myself. We just do this bit twice because we store a lot of stuff in our shoulders. So we're just giving this bit of a double dose, as it were. When they reach your left shoulder, spiral them back across to your right. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. And when they reach your right shoulder, spiral them down the right side of your body. See them spiral anti-clockwise down through the right side of your body. I trust and respect myself. Down the right side of your belly. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Down the right side of your pelvis. Down the right side of your pelvis. If I said left, it's right. Down the right side of your pelvis. Down your right thigh. I trust and respect myself. Over your right knee, down your right calf. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. Over your right foot, and seeing them go down into the ground, off into the distance. And again, reading your sentences across the inside of your forehead. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. And this time, seeing your sentences, just go forward and we're just going to ask your sentences to be sent across all time and space, all dimensions, all realities, and all universes. Then just seeing your sentences written across the whole of your head, the whole of the top of your head, in big letters, so they're taking up the whole of your mind. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. And then lastly, we finish off by seeing your sentences going across your chest in beautiful big white and gold letters. I trust and respect myself. Having healthy relationships is easy for me. And then we just say thank you to the Christ light. Now this technique you can use for anything, for any emotion, for any belief you want to change, for any situation. So if you want to make up your own sentences, you just need to make sure that in the positive and the present tense, I am safe rather than I'm not unsafe or I'm becoming safe. It is I am safe. So I've just got a few other suggestions here for you. I am enough, lovable and divinely perfect just as I am. I choose ease and peace. I love my fulfilling career. I am safe to be on my own. I am a loving presence to my inner child. I'm a loving parent to my inner child. God is a nurturing presence within me. So, as I say, feel free to use your own. Obviously, the more often you use it, the quicker it's going to work. And it works better if you can change your sentences around, so you're not just using the same two sentences over and over again. You want to just keep trying to use the different ones as well. Okay, so fear of rejection is something we are actually born with. It is innate, because if we were rejected as a child or as a baby, it is likely we would die. You know, if we were cast out onto the street and nobody found us, we would die. So we don't actually have this innate fear of rejection anyway. Most of us have also had lives where we've been in tribes. A lot of us were here from the start, so we've gone all through the Stone Age, that kind of thing. We've all had tribes. There have been many cultures that have had tribes. So when you're in a tribe and you get rejected, then it is also quite likely you would die. So we are born with this innate fear of rejection, but the fear of rejection actually encompasses many fears. It encompasses the fear of not being liked, the fear of abandonment, the fear of not being able to see the right thing, the fear of not belonging. You know, we are actually wired up to belong, so there's this fear of not belonging. There's a fear of being alone, a fear of failure, a fear of not being lovable. There are many fears that are encompassed in this fear of rejection. Now, you may wonder whether you've got it or not, so here are a few lists of symptoms. Lack of confidence, anxiety, jealousy, martyrdom. You're hypersensitive to what people are saying, so you tend to overanalyze everything people say or do. You may become a perfectionist. Many have codependency, so you tend to rely on somebody or become needy. It may stop you doing things, so you may sabotage yourself. You know, instead of going for that work promotion, you'll sabotage yourself so you don't get disappointed. And it helps you stay small and hidden. Okay, you're not going to put yourself out there. You're not going to be going out there doing public talks, etc. if you have a fear of being rejected. And it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you have a relationship with somebody and you're really needy, then that neediness can actually push that other person away. So it can actually become a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you really need to know is that all fear like this is actually an illusion. If you're in a burning building and you have fear, then that is genuine. But if it's a fear of something in the future, like this is, something may happen, then that is an illusion. It is purely coming from your belief system and from your ego and your body, okay, which have this fear of rejection. So it is not genuine. So every time you feel something like this coming up, you can actually stop, take a step back. Okay, what triggered this off? What is my belief system that could have triggered this off? And then there's a saying that you can say. You can say, dear angels, regarding this fear, it's not me, it's not mine, it's not real. Angels, please take it away. When you actually acknowledge it's not real, the angelic realm can actually come and help you release it a lot quicker. If you believe an emotion is real, it can become like stuck like glue in your body. But once you actually believe it is just an illusion, it is much easier to let it go. When you have an emotion stuck in your body, say in this example, fear, it is something that is going to come up for you over and over again. The more times you have it, feel it, and the stronger you feel it, it can become stuck emotional energy in your body. But then it is also going to be helping you to react and respond in a certain way out of fear. So it is important to release the stuck emotional energy from your body, and you can use that saying to help you. If you don't If you're not into the angelic realm, you can use Jesus or God or whoever you like, Kuan Yin, you know, whoever you have an affinity with. When you have the what ifs, what if they don't like me? What if I don't belong? That is, again, it is the fear, it is an illusion, it is coming from your ego. So in this scenario, instead of worrying what they're going to think of you, start thinking, oh, I wonder what I'm going to think of them. See it from a different perspective. Oh, I wonder how I'm going to like them. What am I going to think of them? And that is just going to take the emphasis off and help you release some of the fear. Another important thing to do is to help you is to know that you are one with God. Now, I have just done another video on oneness, so it might be worth you, if you have this fear of rejection, I would listen to that video too, because when we know we are one with God, we are divine, we can actually feel God inside of us. We know we are not separate from God. When we are born, we have a belief. We tend to forget who we are, so we end up with our egos having a belief that we are separate from God. But when you know you are God, you are divine, you are one with God, you can actually feel God's presence inside of you, in your ascension column, in your heart chakra. And that is a constant nurturing presence, and that will really help you with the fear of rejection, because it's on tap. You can have, it's available 24/7. Okay, so that's something. If you have the fear of rejection, I would watch that video. I think I've called it knowing your oneness, knowing your oneness, or something like that. Build up your confidence. Find something that you are good at. Find some new hobbies. Find some new crafts. Develop some talents. You know, everybody has hidden talents. It's just finding them, what yours are. So find up things that are going to help you become more confident. As you become more confident, you're going to worry less about what people think about you. And start meeting new people without an agenda, okay? They haven't got to become your friends. It's just to help you build up confidence. So no agenda, just go out meeting people. Doesn't matter if you just meet them once for 5 minutes, it's all right. It's just the meeting and, you know, just chatting to people. Give yourself lots of self-praise. When you have a fear of rejection, it's coming from your inner child, which is your ego and your body. Your inner child needs to hear your self-praise, especially that it is enough and it is lovable and it is perfect just as it is. Underlying a lot of this fear of rejection is the belief, I am not enough. That tends to come from a lack of worth, which also has its roots in shame, which has its roots in fear. Okay, so on every work surface, stick notes, I am enough. And what you want to do, if you can, is record on your phone like 20 minutes of you saying, I am enough, I am lovable, I am perfect just as I am talented and gifted, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am deserving, I love myself, I trust myself. All this self-praise. Don't go for I'm important or I'm special, because they are causing separation. But to say something like I am beautiful inside and out, I am worthy and deserving, etc., that's not creating separation. Then what you want to do is just sit somewhere quietly and keep your head straight. And what you need to do is that you roll your eyes up so they're looking at your hair. And take in 3 deep breaths with your eyes rolled up. And then when you've done your third one, just relax your eyes downwards. Sorry, shut your eyelids and then relax your eyes downwards. And you would put yourself into a kind of self-hypnotic state where you are more open to replacing your limiting belief system with these new great affirmations you have just recorded. And then you're going to listen to your phone recording. Okay, and if you can do this every day, it is a great way to replace those limiting beliefs. Try and sit for a few minutes every day with your inner child. Just imagine that they are a child on your lap, aged around 7, and you're going to be telling them that you love them and that you're always there for them, that you will never leave them, that they're safe, that kind of thing. Okay, so lots of reassurance, lots of cuddling. Tell them they're enough exactly as they are, that kind of thing. when something happens to you, you know, say if somebody did walk away from a relationship or somebody else got promoted over you, know that everything that happens is for your soul learning and growth. Know that everything happens, you created it, you chose it, either before you incarnated or you chose it as a result of your belief system. You know, if you have the belief that you're not worthy and deserving, you're not going to create and choose amazing things for yourself. 95% of what you create and choose is coming from your subconscious. Okay, you're not consciously choosing it. So if you have these beliefs that you're not worthy and deserving, not enough, you're not going to create wonderful situations for yourself. So when that happens, instead of saying, okay, why is this happening to me over and over again, that's putting yourself in victimhood, take a step back, look at it from a higher perspective. Why did I create this? What belief could I have that could have created this scenario? Then you can use a Christ unwinding technique to change that belief. You can make sure that you put in your self-praise, in your affirmations, something to override that too. Learn to consciously create and choose. I've done videos on those. And lastly, try and clear as much of the stuck emotional energy from your body as you can. Now, using the Christ unwinding technique is going to help, but also you can ask the angelic realm at night to put their energies through you and around you to clear the stuck emotional energies away. Now, sometimes you might feel your body give a little jerk, and it's just like in a dream when you're walking down the stairs, your foot misses a step and your leg gives a jerk in the night. It's exactly the same thing as that. That is actually you releasing stuck emotional energy, and you're using a dream to do it. So the angels, when they release the stuck emotional energy, you might feel your arm or your leg or your body give a little jerk like that. So if you do, it's nothing to worry about. Okay, I hope that helped. Much love, many blessings from my heart to yours.